Hey everyone, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I make my Montreal steak tips. These are fantastic. They taste like steakhouse quality. I absolutely love them. So if you think you might like this, definitely keep watching. So first thing that I have right here is just some wax paper on a cutting board. This will just make the whole cleanup process much easier. I have a nice sharp knife here, and I have a glass container here that I'm going to be using to cook my steak tips in. So right now I'm going to set my oven to 375 to start heating up. So the cut of meat that I'm going to be using is a New York Sirloin Boneless Rump tips. These are to die for. This is such an underrated cut of meat. I mean, it is fantastic. It's so tender. It marinates wonderfully, and I just love it. Plus, it is super cheap. This right here is actually one of the most expensive ones that I bought, and it's $3.89. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these. I'm going to cut these into strips like this, and I'm just going to cut them up into cube-like pieces for the steak tips. So now that I have my beef all cut up, I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it into my glass container. This is what I'm going to be cooking in. Next, I'm going to take some extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just going to add in a couple tablespoons, if that. Maybe even 1 tablespoon might be enough. Really just depends on how much beef you have. Just enough to coat. That should be good. I'm going to take some Worcestershire sauce and add in a little bit of that. Probably about a teaspoonful is what I'd say, maybe a little over, who knows. Next, I'm going to take some onion powder and put some of this in. This is basically just to taste. I like to have a little bit of a strong onion flavor with my steak tips. And last but not least, I'm going to be using the McCormick Grill Mates Montreal steak. This is the less sodium version. And this basically has salt, garlic, spices including black and red pepper, sunflower oil, onion, natural flavor, and extractives of paprika. So it's just kind of like a mix of spices. It works fantastic for steak tips. So now that that's all mixed in there, I'm just going to reach my hand in and just combine everything. Now you can add salt and pepper to this if you want to. It already does have some pepper in it with the Montreal steak seasoning. I personally like it just as is. I like to keep this lower sodium, so I'm not going to add anything else. But if you want to, you can add basically whatever else you want to. It's just your own personal taste. So I'm just putting some plastic wrap around this. I'm just going to let this sit while my oven heats up and just let it chill in its marinade. Alright, so I just took off the cling film for this because my oven timer just went off. So it's all set and ready. It's at 375 degrees. I'm going to start cooking this probably for about a half an hour to 40 minutes. I'm just going to check in between just to see how it's going. I will let you know at the end how long it did take. So our steak tips just came out of the oven. I did broil them for about, 2 minutes or so, just to give them a nice crust on the top. They baked for 35 minutes at 375, and they look perfect. So I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.